Hey guys, so recently had a young man reach out to me. Um, he's about to finish uni. He got offered a job in a different state. It's not really a promising state. It's not a big state. Not something anyone would be excited to really go to. But you know, he's about to graduate. He got offered a really good job apparently in his field, and he's like, "Man, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if it's worth going to." Got these damn gray hairs. Wisdom, man, wisdom. Okay, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise. Anyway, so he's like, I don't know if I should take this job. I'm scared to go there. I'm scared to relocate. I don't know anyone in this state. What if I don't like the job? What if I just get stuck there and I have this miserable job and I'm alone? The kid's 20 years old, 21 years old, about to graduate uni. And by the way, the uni he went to is in a different state than the state he's from. So, he kind of got, those of you guys that go to different unis and whatnot for the first time, and it's in a different state. What is the main reason you guys choose a different state? It's because you guys want to get out of your hometown. You guys want to go see something new. You guys want to challenge yourself a little bit. But at the same time, you kind of want to have this safety net of being in an institution, being on a campus, being around a network, being around a society, having those brick walls, if you will, around you to protect you. And you want to experience being alone, being in a new place, blah, blah, blah. And when you graduate uni, man, it's time to grow up. Okay, you have to break the walls down. You have to leave the village. You have to leave the village at some point. I mean, we as human beings, by nature, we were wandering. We're nomads. We weren't meant to stay. Before there were nation states, before there were boundaries, before we had borders, before we had, different international and sovereign law, we just migrated place to place. We moved around. Seasons came, seasons went, and we moved around and we found opportunities. And it was all survival. Okay, that hasn't changed. That's still innate in every single one of us. And the fears that this young man's telling me, we all go through them. I went through them. I'm sure a lot of you have went through them. We're probably still going through them right now as we speak. But most of the fears are they're just made up, man. And I'm so big into the fear thing because I really just, all the success and all the changes, all the positive things that have happened to me have been when I've always embraced the fear and I've done it anyway. When I recognize that it is a fear, I switch on and I attack it head on, and I don't let it push me in the corner. I don't let it control my life, man. That's the secret. You guys got to stop letting fear control your life and control your outcome, okay? Because it's not real, fear is not real. False emotion appearing real. You guys have all heard that quote. Don't buy into it, man. It's fake. It's fake news, man. Fake news. All right, so I told this man, I'm like, look, dude, look, you're about to graduate, okay? You have to leave at some point. You can't just be sheltered your whole life, for one. For two, this is an opportunity. This fear is an opportunity for you to go to a new place, right? Get outside of the village, get outside of the uni walls, get outside of mom and dad's house. And to be quite frank, man, let's imagine for 1 minute, let's imagine that this young man stayed. Let's say he got some secure job, a job that's not really just as good, doesn't pay as well as this one he got offered, and he stayed in his hometown. Dude, no matter what, you're gonna hate your job anyway. All right? I don't care how much you think you love your job, there's gonna come a day and point. I don't care how much it pays you, I don't care what the employee benefits are, I don't care what the title is. There is gonna come a day, 2, 3, 4 months, 5, 6 months down the line, where you're just not gonna like somebody, you're not gonna like your boss, you're not gonna like being up early. The hours you work, I promise you, it doesn't matter. There is no such thing as love your job, because it just doesn't exist. It's fake, man. Don't believe that shit. Okay, you just have to have enough grit and you have to have enough passion and obsession for being successful that you carry yourself through those hard times, through those jobs that you don't like, but you understand the value as a vehicle that it brings to you, the income potential, right? And then you on the side you start doing your own real thing that you really want to do. All right, but anyway, I'm telling this young man, I'm like, look, dude, whether you stayed in your hometown and got a job or you go to a different state, you're still going to end up hating your job anyway. You're still going to end up you're still going to end up not liking working hours. You're still going to end up having people you don't like. You're going to get the same bullshit, because the problem is not the job. It's not the place. The problem is not the fact that it's a smaller state. The problem is not the fact that you don't know anybody. The problem is not the fact that you're going to be alone. All these stories that you're telling yourself about why and if and but, that's not real. You know what the reality is? The reality is that the problem is innate. It's inside of you. It's your thinking. All right, you're already negging yourself out before you've even got there. You're already bringing negativity into something that doesn't have any negativity attached to it. It's just an opportunity that's there for you, and you're already downplaying it in your mind and putting negativity around it. What do you think's going to happen? You're going to breathe that into your life, man, when you get there. All right, and so I'm like, dude, like, you have to realize, like, the job itself isn't the problem. It's personal. It's inside of you. Because you can take a shitty person, you can put them in a new country, it doesn't matter how beautiful it is. You could put them in a new place, around new people. But if that dude, that girl, that man is still inside, if their wirings are messed up, if they're negative, if they're still unhappy on the inside, it doesn't matter where you put them or what you give them, they're still going to be miserable. Okay, so the problem isn't this young man's opportunity or where he's going. It's the fact that inside of him, he still has fear that he's clinging on to. Fear of past things that have played out, of past experiences that have played out. He's duplicating those in his mind, and he's attaching them in the future and expecting the same result, right? So when you have that negative programming inside of you, you're just always bound to be confined by it, and always bound to experience it no matter what you do, right? So you talk yourself into these negative situations before you even encounter them. All right, so look, man, and this guy is a friend of mine, by the way, you know, but the reality is, dude, you got to change, like, and I'm just talking to all of you now, but the reality is, you got to change your mind. It starts on the inside. It doesn't matter where you go, man. You feel like if you're dragging shit with you, man, I could put you anywhere in the world and you're still going to be unhappy. You're still going to have doubts. You're still going to have excuses, and you're still going to have ultimately regrets, man, because you haven't changed who you are. Okay? So, all right, guys, like just be aware of it. Like, your mind is everything. You guys need to develop your mind. You need to build your mind. Your mind needs to be your strongest tool. You guys are spending hours in the gym and nobody's reading books. You guys are spending hours in the gym. You're not working on your craft. You guys are spending hours in the gym and you're not focusing on the biggest muscle you have. You're not focusing on working that out. You're not focusing on freeing yourself. Oh, man, 3 to 5 hours a week of Netflix, 3 to 5 hours a week of watching television, and you think things are going to change for you, man. You think you're just going to wake up and have opportunities. It's not going to happen, dude. Okay? All right, guys. Anyway, happy Saturday. Happy Women's Day for you back in the U.S., for all you ladies. All right? You're an example for all of us, especially you single moms. Love you guys. Bye.